Hey guys, blessing. This is Yanni, the only lockologist. So today is forget the date. Today's the last day we're in Georgia until October. So, so before I start this video, it's an open discussion video. For the people who didn't get through on this cycle, do not think I ignore your call. It is this young lady could tell you that she's been a client for years. When I'm doing regular clients, they take up the time slots, and whatever is remaining, that's how I'm able to add new clients. Both locations, we only work for like maybe 2.5 weeks, okay, until, meaning, okay, we work for 2.5 weeks now. The next time we'll be back in Georgia will be in October, and then I'll post it again. But my new clients will book up, my regular clients, will book the appointments first. What's remaining is for the new clients. So that's why some of you do not get through, because if I'm booked up, there's nothing I can do. I don't overbook clients. It's not worth the money, and it's not worth my health. All right? So if you didn't get through this time, I saw somebody left a comment on my Facebook, oh, I've been calling Yanni and she didn't reply. I'm not calling you just to say, I'm sorry, I can take you. I'm not going to do that, okay? It's just, you didn't get through, not because it's anything against you, it's because I'm completely booked up. So this is actually, the last client is actually about to walk through the door. She just knocked on the door. And this is my second to last client. So this is Maisie. So here is the conversation. We have an open discussion. I'm oiling her scalp and about to give her a nice massage, right? Because I like to do half and then finish up. See, I already did half at the bottom. So I want to oil on the top and then get started. All right? So let's talk. Maisie, you said you have a story to tell. The open discussion is, have you ever been in a relationship? For the people who have lots, natural hair people too, and you already had your natural hair, or you wanted to have natural hair. This is for men also. And your partner, it doesn't matter what's the gender, but your partner, the person that you like, you want to be in a relationship, tells you, I like you and everything, but you need to cut that shit off. And I'm saying it like that because it's a true story from a couple clients who this has happened to. One in particular was here the other day. I'm not going to call her name. She was strong. She stood firm, and she was like, nope, I'm not cutting my hair off. Right? And I had another client a few years ago where the guy she wanted to be with told her, you need to cut that shit off. People who are listening, and Maisie will tell her story, has this ever happened to you where you're in a relationship or about to get into a relationship and the person who you're interested in does not want you to have natural hair or locked hair or anything to do? They want you either put in a perm or weave. Maisie, what is your story?
Well, when I started dating my new hubby, he actually didn't really particularly care for locks.
Did he tell you that?
No.
How you know he didn't care for it?
It came later because...
That's after you said I do?
No, it's before.
Okay.
But he didn't like the disrespectful look, which is you don't bother anybody.
Yeah, he wanted you to have a more neat...
Always neat.
Actually, that's also a good question. So the person liked the locks, they just want your hair styled up and neat.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
So as they got longer, I didn't know he had an issue with
How did you find out?
He one day said, why does it look so frizzy?
Right.
And I told him that's the natural part of the
process. Yeah.
Correct? So he said he doesn't like that. He thinks it should look more like when you get braid extensions, where you get it freshly done.
Right.
And I said, well, that's not going to happen because I'd rather keep my hair than lose my hair because we're over tightening it or
right. Yes, it's been being manipulated too often. Right. It's going to damage your hair.
So for me, it was a no.
So quick question: are you still with the person?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your current husband.
Yes.
So you had to train him because you know you men need to be trained. That's a whole different topic. All right.
A different topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Watch all them men get into their feelings and their ego kicking. What should I say how we need to be trained? Right there by you thinking that's how we know you need to be trained. Okay. I'm just guessing. Right. You guys know I'm playing around. But anyway, so you had to get him to love your hair even though he was okay with the locks process, he just wasn't okay with it being fuzzy and disrespectful.
Correct.
All right, so question to you. Let's say before y'all said I do-dos, he was like, you know what, Maisie, I like you and all, you know, you're hot and all that, and your hot pants and all that shit, and you're snatched, but I want you to cut your locks off. Would you have done it?
No.
Okay. So that's the question, guys. Have this ever happened to you? Have someone ever tried to control? Because not your husband. At least he accepted it. And you know I'm joking about the training thing, but he accepted it. Has anyone tried to control your relationship by telling you you need to either? Because I've heard people say also they had natural hair and the person had a problem with it. Or for women who do a big chop. I think there's a movie with Gabrielle Union and Jamie Foxx, if I'm not too sure. And guys, if you know the movie, put it in there. What's his name? Oh crap, Morris Chestnut. She had long hair and she cut her hair off, and the guy Morris Chestnut was the boyfriend, and he had a problem with it. So, have your hair, for the ladies, have your hair ever been a problem for your better half? For if it's a guy or a girl too, because maybe the woman you're with, she would have a problem with it. For the guys. So there's this guy on my page. He's a loctician, and years ago he posted something. He said he had a wedding to go to. I don't know if you remember it. I don't even know if he watches my videos, but he's very talented. They're located in Delaware, right? And I think he was supposed to be a groomsman for a wedding, and the bride-to-be sent a message. From what I gather, what he posted on social media, sent a message telling everyone who in the bridal party you cannot have locks. So you get these situations where the person who, whether you're a spouse or a case like that, where would it be worth you cutting your locks off for? Have anyone have a story, whether it's a spouse, even a family member? Would you have been, what's the word I'm looking for, ostracized from your family because you have locks? I am blessed. I grew up in a Rasta culture. My mother locks, and that's her second set of locks, is actually by her ankle, literally. I met my husband with locks, okay? So I can relate to these problems. And even when I was single, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a Negro would tell me something about nobody could trust. No one could cuss like a Trini. We put a C in cuss. I wish a nigga would. Anyway, I can't relate to that. So I'm gonna finish up her here right now. Maisie was my client 5 years ago. She disappeared because first time she came from Illinois. And she did some crazy shit. And she said, Yanni, I know you'll pull out your belt and deal me a couple of blows, but it's actually still very healthy. So I'm about to go finish her here. Very thick, very disrespectful, the way I like it. I'm glad we met up. I'm glad with everything with COVID. She's in excellent health and we've been catching up. So leave your comment, leave a story, okay? If I see the best story on this topic, I may even read it out to the rest of you so y'all can hear the story. So have any of this ever happened to you when it comes to your natural hair, your locks? Have anybody tried to tell you, I don't like that, you need to change that. For us to be together, I need to cut your dreads off, or you need to put a perm or a weave in or something like that, or we wouldn't be together. Did you fall and give into it and regretted it? Or did you say, you put up the middle finger in your brain and be like, no, I'm not doing it, okay? Good. So stay tuned. Oh, your hair's so thickums on the top.
Thank you.
Yeah, very thickums. Okay, so we are done.
Okay.
She had a couple of, I would like when next I see her, God willing, she tells her story. Because that's not her story about if you have locks and you're in a relationship. Actually, what was done to her recently on her lock journey. She had some serious bad work done, and it's crazy. Almost, how much of your locks you lost?
Half.
Half of your locks. If you was to guesstimate, how much was it?
Maybe 110.
110. When I met Maisie over 5 years ago, she had a lot of locks, and we haven't seen each other because again she's from Illinois. At the time she was from Illinois, she just moved to Florida. So now we're going to see each other again, even if she wanted to do it every 6 months, whatever. But I'm going to see her and be back to doing her hair because she was coming for a while 5 years ago. So she just told a story. I would like her. You'd like to tell the story next time, God willing? Right. I would like her to tell the story about what happened to her hair and what was done to her hair, where she lost 100 and guesstimating a little over 100 locks. Let's leave it at that, okay? So we are done. Again, we are done. We are not taking any more bookings. Today's our last day working. Jersey clients will be back in September. Don't call or text, especially don't email me. I don't read emails. To book an appointment. I'm not taking bookings for September until September because we'll be back in mid-September because I have surgery the first week of September to remove my thyroid. I'm excited about that. Who gets excited about surgery? I am, because one, I've had many surgeries. If I could survive an 11-hour brain surgery, I could survive this, right? And I got a lot of cool people praying for me, so that's cool. So I have surgery. Thyroidectomy is a quick recovery, and I recover fast from surgeries, okay? And once I do that, then I'm going to text, post when the Jersey clients in September can start booking, the new people, okay? Georgia, we'll be back in October, God willing. Both of them is God willing. And I will post when I start taking bookings for new clients in Georgia for October. Just be patient, okay? Again, until then, please do not leave any voicemail, any text. It will just be, I'm not taking bookings. We are shut down until the next cycle. For the new people, we work in cycles. So the next cycle for Jersey, September. The next cycle for Georgia is October. The next cycle for Jersey will, after that, will be December. The next cycle for Georgia will be January. That's how it's done. And we only work for about 2.5, give or take about 15 to 17 days, okay? Remember, do not let anybody cut your fuzzies. You guys see how fuzzy her locks look? At some point it was cut. That's why here looks skinny and here looks a little fatter, all right? Because the person, that's the story she's going to tell, they were trimming her fuzzies and they cut off her doubles. And she lost, I guess the person found you had too much hair. You think that could, yeah. Because you did have a lot of hair and she still has a lot, right? 100 and something locks is a lot to lose. She will be telling her story in our next cycle, okay? But until then, leave your comments about did anybody make you want to cut your locks, or did you cut your locks to save a relationship or marriage? Anything. Did you fold, or did you say, F you, I'm not cutting shit. This is my crown. It stays with me. Tell your story. I'm going to go through it and read it. I'm looking forward to having fun with this. And for the 3 people that won the last thing from Just Scrubs, their gifts, congrats. I forgot your names. Big congrats. I will be doing more giveaways in the very near future. Okay, so stay tuned. Love you guys, and big shout out to all the amazing new clients we saw on this trip. Okay, you guys were amazing. Amazing. Yeah, she should not have this is, yeah, I know. I wish you had called me first before you cut it.
I do too.
Yeah, all you had to do was hit me up. Just say, Yanni is amazing, you know, so on. That's told me. I mean, I would snap at you on the phone, but you know, it comes from a good place. It comes from love. Yeah. You're going to get shouted at from, because you're a client, you know. You clients get the tough love. People think of me now, they just see what he is a client, you know, quick to pull out a belt, like, you come over my life. Take some of this. Yeah, right there. It's for your own good. This will hurt you more than it hurt me.
That's right.
Because I know getting paid you. Alright, it looks good. Alright, you're all set.